What's going on, guys? Mr. Certified High here. We are back with another speed build video. In today's build, we are doing a micro home in The Sims 4. So this build I did kind of over a day, pretty much. I just didn't do it all at once. So there are a couple edits, I'll just tell you right now, that are kind of coming up. They might look a little weird, but that's just because we kind of, like I said, did it gradually over the day, and it made more sense just for my schedule to kind of do it that way. And then, so some of the edits also, I feel like the build changes pretty rapidly from one edit to the other, because I just did a couple times, I think, forget to re-record. Anyway, so to the build. We are doing a micro home, like I mentioned. It is more of a modern micro home, which I think makes a lot more sense, and it's generally what I see anyways, across, The Sims and everything. I see more of the modern style micro homes, which again, it makes sense because I feel like the micro home kind of craze, it's more of a modern thing. It's not like 100% modern. I'm sure you could find micro homes back in the a little bit older, but they just definitely are definitely within a modern time of kind of the fad of it, if I will, making it more modern. So the hardest part of it really was finding windows and doors, because I'm only using base game and tiny living. So to find windows and doors that kind of fit a more modern theme in those two packs, I mean, it's kind of hard because there aren't too many that I really like, and I wouldn't use in like a normal build if I just had no restrictions. Which is generally why I don't like doing like pack specific builds, but I do recommend. I understand that people don't have every pack. It's very lucky that I do, and so just to make some content for them, or for people who only have maybe like I said, tiny living and base game, I decided to do that in this build. And as you can see here, I don't realize at this time that having that little fence around, or the half wall, I guess you should say, around the top is actually making it 64 tiles and not 32. I do notice that later on, and I do fix it, put a little, the little angled walls, or angled roof, I should say. But I really wish I could have kept it the way it was, and I know there's some cheats to it, and I do use those cheats to kind of, so it doesn't count certain tiles for in the back. I use it for a fence, and then like sort of like kind of a thing around this gardening area in the front. I use kind of that cheat. If you just move the wall into the other wall, it doesn't really count as a fully completed wall, which before I used to not like, and I don't like in certain situations. I still don't like it, and I feel like in some situations, if you're doing it to make the house itself bigger, I don't like that. I don't think that should be allowed. But if you're doing it to make like I said, a fenced-in yard, that shouldn't really count to a tiny or a micro home, because it's a micro home. It's not a micro land, and so you could put a micro home on a huge lot, and it should still count as a micro home, even if you fence in the entire lot because you want privacy or you want a garden. Plus, since I thought since plants grow a little bit better here or on a micro home, I would put a garden in the backyard. So as you can see here, if I do decide on these windows, and I mean I really like the wallpaper I kind of decided on. This blue, I definitely went blue heavy on pretty much all the build. I don't know why I use blue so much. I wonder if it's like a beginner thing, maybe, because I am pretty relatively new to building in The Sims. At least building well, I would say. I mean, I'm not new to building. Obviously, I've been building since, I don't know, The Sims 1, even The Sims 2, and just doing really bad houses, though. I'd be so embarrassed to even look at those old houses, those old games. Thankfully, I can't. But I don't know. I just feel like I see blue seems to be a very popular color, and I think it does look good in houses in general. I do think a lot of houses have blue. Maybe that's why I kind of do it. So right now I'm trying to figure out the natural lighting of everything, because I think it's super important for to get that natural lighting especially into a tiny house, because lighting and windows are huge, and they make the space seem bigger, at least in real life. So I wanted to bring that aspect over to The Sims as well. Obviously in The Sims, you're not really kind of at those angles, but I wanted it to still have that feel. So right here I'm deciding on basically what I kind of decided as well, this is pretty much a studio apartment, and I live in a studio apartment. So I was like, well, what do I not have? What do I have in my apartment? What do I not have in my apartment? What to need to functionally use my apartment. And that table over there by the bed does eventually move. You can see here I'm just deciding to use all 3 of the apartments. I did that originally because I wanted to, or all 32 of the tiles. I did that originally because I wanted to fit in a bathroom, fit in the bathroom, a shower, a sink, and then a toilet. but I don't think it actually helped in any way. I don't know. I'm sure there was a better way to do all this. I just couldn't find the way to do it. That's what I'll say right now with my micro home build. I don't think I like use the space very efficiently, but I'm still happy with how it turned out. And on top of all that, it is a starter home, which is super hard to find. Like, I feel like good starter homes that are micro homes, but they make the most sense for like to be starter homes. But I feel like everyone, like the nice starter homes, they're that you find on the gallery are like, I mean, they're 40,000, 60,000 simoleons. Like, it's crazy prices that these guys want for these micro homes because they're putting so much into it to make it look nice. So I tried my best to make it within starter parameters of having that 20,000. I think we go maybe a 1,000 or a couple hundred over. But in the Sims, when I uploaded to the gallery, it said it was only 19,000. So I think most of that's land. But still, for the most part, it is a starter home. You know, maybe you have to play a day or two, you know, on an empty lot, and then you can put it down. But if you're going to play like that in restrictions, I think it's a good build for a starter home to move in right away. Plus, you get all the perks of a micro home, which is well worth it in any like of those challenges, like a rags to riches or even a super sim or anything like that. It's just really worth it to get a micro home. It almost makes it overpowered to do those things. This is actually going to be the home I'm going to use for my road to my dream house let's play on my stream. You should check it out, Mr. Certified High on Twitch. And it's the home I'm going to use for my basically what that is I created my quote unquote dream home, and I'm going to upload the videos to YouTube. I still have to do some editing, so it'll take a couple days. But I'm going to basically take my own self sim and put them into, and as you can see here, by the way, this is where I start cheating and like, this is dumb. I'm not going to use, you know, the fences count as extra tiles when I'm not even really using them. I'm just putting a fence. Like, it's not like it's inside or they're, I guess, livable space. It's not a part of the home to me. It's a part of the land. But to each your own. Maybe someone doesn't like that. Who knows? And then the garden's back there. I'll put some dirt here right now. Anyway, but I'm doing road to my dream house. But my dream house I built on my stream. It took about 3 streams. There was a huge mistake where I accidentally deleted all the furnishing out of the entire home from my second to my third stream, so I had to redo all that in the third stream. But I built, you know, this really nice house in Solani. I really do like it a lot, actually. And basically what I want to do is have my sim move in there, you know, kind of build up from zero, living in this house probably eventually once he gets enough money. So like literally from $0 to then, you know, get to the 21,000 or 20,000, however much this is, to buy this one. And then kind of move up to the next phase and get in I think it's like $200,000 house for my dream house. It's really not expensive of a dream house, but it's really cool. It's in Solani, and I wanted a reason to play in it, so this was kind of my reason to play in it. So check that out on my stream if you like it, or if you like the idea. Right now I'm just kind of going through. This is actually what drove the price up. So if you were to put this lot down and you just got rid of these trees, it would be a starter home. But with these trees, I could have used the debug menu, but I don't really like going through it. So that's why I did not use the debug menu to put the trees and stuff there. But I felt like I needed some lighting around, you know, around the place just to make it look a little more lively, a little more nicer. Because you never know when you upload to gallery, like what time of day it's going to upload. I've had it be daylight when I uploaded it, but it turns on like the screenshots, it's night. So that's what I did the lights here for. But that pretty much completes the build here, you guys. I just put that little dresser there, and then I think that pretty much completes it. So hope you guys enjoyed the build. Check it out in my gallery. It's Mr. Certified, or actually it's KierynHigh is my gallery name. I put it in the description below. But if you like it, yeah, go ahead and check it out. Here's the house, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hope everyone flies high today, you guys.